Today I'm going to give you guys a bit of a channel update and then just tell you my plans for the future. Hey guys, what's up? So to start things off, I really want to say thank you for such an amazing response on the Grog Pen video. I didn't expect it to do so well. I've had so many of you reach out to me and a ton of you have bought the pen. I've had a ton of good feedback. I even had Icky Leather reach out to me saying thank you because so many of you subscribed to him over on Instagram and I didn't expect it to blow up the way that it did. If you did happen to miss the video, it's a real time saving tip where you take one of these markers and you put your tokenol in it and it helps you more easily burnish your leather. It saves a lot of time. I've had a ton of great feedback. If you want to see that video, I will link it up here, and it's definitely worth your time. Give it a watch. It's not that long. The other thing I want to thank you guys for, or two things. First one is I just hit 1,700 or 1,710 subscribers as of recording this. That's absolutely crazy considering that I started in December of last year. It took me until September to hit 1,000 subscribers, which is still fairly fast in the YouTube world, but I have almost hit my second 1,000 subscribers since then. So my growth on YouTube is definitely ramping up, and that's all thanks to you guys. I couldn't do it without you guys watching these videos, liking them, subscribing to my channel, commenting, sending me ideas. There's so many of you that are helping me out so much, and I couldn't do any of this without you guys. The last thing that I need to thank you guys for is I'm getting my first paycheck from doing YouTube. It's my first money I've made with the business not selling leather, and it's from you guys watching the videos and buying the things that I recommend on Amazon. I do have some required verbiage in my descriptions that explains that my links are affiliate links, but for those of you that don't understand how it works, when you click on something that I recommend, when you go and purchase that thing, I get a small percentage of Amazon's cut. So it's like you've supported my channel without having to actually pay anything extra, especially if it's something you were going to buy anyway or something that you saw and really liked. So it's really cool to have my first paycheck from Amazon coming, and I'm just full of gratitude to you guys. They're awesome. And now a bit of bad news. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off of doing YouTube. YouTube is a blast, but it's a ton of work when you work full-time and have a family and try to do a YouTube channel. It doesn't leave too much time for much else. And what I want to try to do is increase the production value of this channel. So as it stands now, I'm just sitting in my basement. There's this concrete wall behind me, this weird drain pipe here. I would really like to do a proper set behind me, maybe work on a little bit of sound dampening so that my audio sounds better. I feel like it sounds better now. I used to have a camera up here and it's actually down below me right now. So I've brought it a little bit closer to my face, which has made the audio a little bit crisper. But because it's all concrete down here, it's still echoey like crazy. So I would like to get some sound dampening foam or blankets or something set up down here. Also really want to work on my lighting. Right now I have one big light that's up here, and then I have this little light that just kind of fills the shadows on this side. But what happens from that is that when I'm working at the desk, it actually casts a shadow toward me and puts anything on this side in the dark, and then I end up trying to position this to make it clearer. And I've had some comments from you guys saying that it's a little bit hard to see when I'm working on something. Another thing that I'm planning on doing to make it easier to see what I'm doing is I have a couple of GoPro cameras, so I think I'm gonna mount one just straight up that looks straight down at my desk, and I think that'll make things easier to see. It'll also mean that I have to clean off my desk though. And then I'm also going to work on some organization. I got kind of crap everywhere to either side of me, so I'm gonna put a table over there where I can put the burnishing machine, the 3D printer, that kind of stuff, and then have my tools over here. But let me get up and show you around the shop now so you have a before look, and then we'll wrap this thing up. So here's my shop. I was going to clean it up, but I figured I would just give you guys the unabridged, messy version. This is what it normally looks like. As you can see, it's pretty cluttered and probably looks pretty similar to most people's shops, I would imagine. But I really want to work on getting some of this stuff off of my desk. Maybe getting a little more permanent lighting in. I have these 2 IKEA lights that were recommended by Little King Goods mounted to my desk, but I'm thinking of moving them off. They make it hard to unroll a full hide of leather. And then maybe just get a few more organizing things. Right now I have my audio equipment that's sitting on my desk. My stitching pony's actually where I hang my headphones. And then my burnishing machine isn't even permanently mounted yet, and that would make it a hell of a lot easier. It kind of bounces around the desk when I use it now. So that's basically it. I plan on making the channel better, and rather than really overburdening myself with trying to keep up the weekly videos and renovate all this at the same time, I figured it would just be a better idea to take a couple weeks break, do some changes, make it better, and then start up again. We'll kind of call this the end of season 1 and not season 2, I guess. I think it's going to end up working out really well. It's gonna look a lot nicer behind me, and there's some minor changes. I'm thinking like pushing this camera back a little bit so you get to see more of a set and less staring at my ugly mug. Part of the reason that it is the way it is now is there's actually just above the frame here, there's some like foam insulation and then really thin plywood nailed onto it. I don't know why. It was supposed to be like some kind of cheap form of insulation that the people that owned this place before me did. I don't know. Looks ugly. We're redoing the basement, but it's made me keep this camera pushed in really far. I've also made the decision to, for the most part, just keep my books closed. I don't think I want to sell leather goods to everyone anymore. I'll still make the odd sale, but it has been really nice having my books closed and not feeling pressured to make leather stuff for people, especially when it's something that I don't want to make. I had a ton of orders last year right around Christmas and it made it stressful, and then throughout this year I've been catching up some custom orders, and that stress isn't really something that I want to deal with anymore. So from now on, I am focusing on content creation here. I will do the odd commission, but it'll be something that I want to do or something really cool, and I'll be focusing most of my attention on this. Any leather that I make will be something for me or a friend, or just something that I really want to make and that would make good content, rather than pumping out 30 wallets at Christmas time like I did last year. I found that I really like doing YouTube. It's become kind of a secondary hobby of mine, so I would rather make money doing this and make the other things that I want to than grind away making stuff that I potentially don't want to and feeling pressured by it. I do also want to mention that I like doing YouTube so much that I do plan on starting up a second channel. I've actually already started it. I will link it somewhere here. And it's just basically a channel where I can post whatever I want to post. I have a ton of hobbies and I like all of them, so it will not necessarily be leather related. Actually, probably most of them won't be, but it could have some behind the scenes stuff, and it'll be pretty chill. It'll be me vlogging or doing weird stuff, or I don't know, just stuff that I want to do. I really like making videos, so I figured I would try a second channel. This channel will always take precedence. This one, I'm sticking to a weekly schedule. That one I will post when I feel like it. Way more relaxed over there. This one is my priority, and this channel will never suffer because I'm working on something there. This is the main channel. This is the bread and butter. That is fun, and I don't really care if it ever gets too big. It's just videos that wouldn't fit here that I really want to make, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I didn't write a script. Normally I have a script on my phone and it sits just out of frame here and I read it, but I didn't do that on this one, so I am gonna take off. I will see you guys in a few weeks. If you do need me, feel free to reach out to me. Instagram's the best. I heard my website contact form has gone down and I need to fix that, so yeah, you can leave a comment or just send me a message on Instagram, are the two easiest ways. But I will see you guys in a few weeks, and I'll link anything that I talked about in this video down below. Thank you again. Thank you for all of your guys' support. It means a ton to me, and the next season of this is going to be a good time. Thanks, guys. Bye.